Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sarana Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So last two sessions we discussed about role of ethical manager and ethical decision making. So now we are going to discuss very important topic in social purpose of the firm. It's ethical scandals. In the current scenario, so many ethical scandals it will be happen in that many organization. So now we are going to discuss what is ethical scandal. Everything we are going to discuss. So what do you mean by ethical scandals? Ethical scandals arise when individuals or organization breach moral principles, often leading to public outrage and loss of trust. So breach is nothing but you have to against your doing the ethics. So ethical scandals arise when individuals or organizations breach moral principles, often leading to public outrage and loss of trust. So, in their significance in design, these scandals highlight the importance of ethics in the design process, emphasizing that a user's need should not be exploited or ignored. So, every organization, the trust is very, very important. So, impact on trust, the ethical breaches can severely damage a company's reputation. Reputation is nothing but goodwill, leading to decreased trust from consumers and stakeholders. So, the first one, so depends upon the design thinking stages like empathize, define, idea, prototype, and testing. So now we are going to discuss related to the empathize. So what about the user recognizing the user needs? So for example, you have seen some of the examples like case study Facebook data scandal, Mark Zuckerberg. So Facebook mishandling of user data illustrate the failure to empathize with users, leading to significant backlash and legal consequences. In that user-centered design, ethical design requires truly understanding users. Companies must engage in active listening to avoid potential moral missteps. Then, practical example, we have seen that conducting thorough interviews and survey to gauge user concern about privacy can prevent future scandals because you have to provide the training and you have to conduct the survey and everything. It will be reflected in that ethical scandals. So clear ethical boundaries. So after the empathize, problem identification, we have to define the problem, establishing ethical guidelines. So clearly defining ethical boundaries help organizations prioritize user rights and responsibilities from the onset of design projects. So in that employee, the starting onwards, you know about the ethical boundaries. What about your rights and responsibilities? Like Uber's Greyball tool. Uber's use of the Greyball tool to avert regulators led to widespread condemnation, highlighting the need for transparent definitions of ethical practices. And also you have to create the policies. It will be helpful to employee will know about the ethics. Like organizations should craft clear ethical policies that outline acceptable behavior and practices in the design process. So very important brainstorming with integrity, that is ideate. So what are the ideation strategies, ideation things we are going to first, they're very important, the brainstorming session. Innovative solutions like ethical brainstorming focuses on generating ideas that respect the user rights and promote sustainability, fostering an inclusive design culture. Then you have to discuss about that case study Nike labor practices. Nike faced severe backlash over labor practices. Lesson learned like ethical brainstorming can prevent generating ideas that exploit vulnerable groups. So with the help of brainstorming session, we solve many problems. So collaborative efforts involve diverse voices to ensure ideas reflect a broad range of perspective, preventing ethical missteps during the ideation phase. So next one, that is a prototype. You are going to build the model. So building ethical prototype. Prototype must include considerations for ethical implications to ensure design decisions align with the moral standards. You have to maintain that standard in that organization. Like Google. Google ethical guidelines for AI, artificial intelligence highlight the need for responsible innovation in prototype, ensuring the respect user privacy and you have to collect the feedback. The feedback is very important to solve the problem easily. Establishing feedback mechanism allows users to voice concern during testing, leading to more ethically sound final products. So finally, testing. So you're going to testing anything with that employees. So the post-launch evaluation. It's crucial to assess the ethical impact of a product after launch to identify any potential issues that may have been overlooked. So after the post launch, we are saying in that example, sales. After selling the product, what about the after sales service? So same like that, the post launch evaluation. Any decision to be taken, you have to given the post launch evaluation, like Volkswagen emissions scandal. Volkswagen emissions cheating devastated consumer trust, demonstrating the dire consequences of neglecting ethical testing. So in that Volkswagen, what they done is, you have to collect the duplication data, consumer data, and yeah, it will be reflected in that organization goodwill. So the customers didn't. I mean, the customers, they are not trust for the organization because of that duplication of the data. So continuous improvement organization should implement ongoing assessment of user feedback and ethical impacts to adapt and improve their practices continually. So in that ethical scandals, because in the current scenario, most of the organization like Google, Volkswagen, and Facebook, so a lot of example we have seen. So you can every employee can follow the ethical norms in that organization. It will be reflected in that outcome. Definitely, it's not happened in the future. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all.